All right, what's up, guys? I've got a very special video for you all today. I'm going to talk about 3 things that you're going to want to do during pre-patch, and if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. Number 1, PvP is going to be in a really special place during pre-patch. I remember, during the pre-patch period, how the game was just in a state of flux and just how fun it was to play. There are crazy builds that are going to be out and people are going to be playing. I know back during pre-patch, like Warlock, Felguard. The Felguard was so overpowered back in the day, like during pre-patch, that it was just, everyone was like, oh, you got a personal warrior running around. It was literally the coolest thing ever. It was super OP. I remember it was like, it had like a whirlwind ability. It just smashed kids. It was so awesome. Not only that, but Crusader Strike is super strong in pre-patch as well. So there's just a ton of fun stuff to enjoy during PvP. Water elementals too. Those are crazy good. Now, that's just on the fun side. Now, you're not going to want to miss out on that because it's basically like a once in a lifetime, I guess 2 times in a lifetime event, where we're going to get to re-experience once again. So when pre-patch comes out, and by the way, people think that it's going to be May 18th. It's going to come out based on leaks. There was basically like some data mining. The date, May 18, was with like a file that said like Burning Crusade pre-patch clone or something like that. People are pretty sure that it's May 18th. So I would definitely mark your calendars. Get ready for that. So some practical things to do, though, outside of just really enjoying this special time is to do PvP because of some changes. So all PvP gear is going to open up to be purchased via Marks of Honor and Honor currency. So currently Marks of Honor are turned in 3 at a time for quests. That's going to change, and you're going to be able to turn in your Marks of Honor for gear in addition to Honor. And all of the requirements for purchasing this gear will be removed, including rank 14 gear. So no longer do you need to hold a specific rank in order to wear the gear, to purchase it. You're going to be able to buy whatever gear you want. So this is a great way to grind out any pieces you might be missing, any, maybe even alt that just hit max level. It's going to be a really good time to go ahead and grind up that gear. I know I'm going to be doing that on a fresh tune myself. I can't wait to do it. The stacks, right now they're capped at 20, but you can cap them at 100 during pre-patch. So if you want to just grind it out during pre-patch so that when you hit 70, you already have tons of Marks of Honor ready to go, absolutely go for it, because that's now going to be available for you. So those are some really big PvP changes that I recommend you take advantage of. But really, I mean, this is just, the tip of the iceberg when it comes to pre-patch. All these different talents being available. I can't wait. I don't know if you've done a BG and you see someone casting like a portal spell and saying, click the portal, help summon. And then I don't know if you've ever, probably not, but clicked it and then gotten like removed from the BG and you're a deserter. So portal spells aren't going to be, you can't cast them anymore in the battlegrounds anymore. That's another pre-patch change. There's a lot of also a lot of people are speculating on what version of the game is actually going to be pre-patch. Honestly, we don't know. I think a lot of people are just assuming it's going to be patch 2.4.3 during pre-patch. But honestly, how can you know? Because wouldn't it just be the actual pre-patch version of the game? Or are we just going to skip all the way to the last version of the game during pre-patch, right? I don't know. I mean, we know that Draenei and Blood Elves are going to be available in pre-patch, which is new. It's different. So I think there is some merit to believing that potentially we may not have the pre-patch version of the game, but actually a version of TBC, if not maybe 2.4.3, the final version of TBC. Now, based on that assumption that we're going to get 2.4.3, this makes it an amazing time to actually be leveling up a new character. So, when it comes to leveling a new character, there's going to be new questing hubs. There's just going to be new quests in general. If you remember, perhaps not, during the Burning Crusade, there was just Blood Elves added to Terran Mill, just all throughout, maybe Gadget Zan, new quests. There's Draenei in hinterlands for the Alliance that offer you new quests. There's just more quests in TBC. But in addition to that, the amount of experience needed to gain a level was decreased between the levels 20 and 60. So once you hit level 20, it's actually a really pivotal level as well. Hunters get aspect of the cheetah, shaman, they get ghost wolf, druids get cat form. These things that really help speed up your movement speed, which really speeds up your leveling speed. That's going to even increase even more at level 20 because you're going to have the amount of XP required decreased. In addition, the amount of experience granted by quests has been increased between levels 30 and 60. So it's basically like you just keep accelerating. Even though it requires more XP to level and stuff, it's going to just be easier. And then here you go, level 1 through 60 dungeon quests had their experience and faction rewards increased. So dungeon quests, more incentive to do them, more group quests. It's going to be awesome. I mean, not even to mention the big one here. Everyone and their uncle is going to be leveling a blood elf or a draenei at this time. So it's going to be the perfect time to just enjoy group quests, enjoy tons of players, probably on high populated realms. You might see over competition for mobs, quest items, things like that, which if you like it or not, that's how it's going to be. Personally, I love it. I love having to compete for, respawns. If I'm a hunter, just laying a trap where I think the mob will spawn, I put my pet on aggro, it's fun. It's a good time. And also elite creatures. Many of them have been changed to accommodate solo play, aka they've been removed. They're now normal creatures, the dwarves in Hillsbrad, the ogres and trolls and humans in Stromgard, for example. Jintha Allure trolls, these have all been changed to be normal mobs so that you can solo them, which in my opinion is a lot of fun, particularly because it just feels like I've been leveling lately on WoW Classic right now, and there's just no one doing these quests, really. I mean, the servers I'm on, at least. So it's a great time to level. There's a ton of reasons to do it once pre-patch hits. You don't have to, obviously, because you could PvP, but I really think that it's going to be, once again, a very special time, and it's going to be a really fun time, and I recommend you probably go out there and just enjoy a little bit of it, even if it's just levels 1 through 10, 1 through 20, whatever. Just, I definitely think it's going to be a crazy time. Probably a lot of ganking, too, if you're on a PvP server. All right, number 3. And this one, again, is actually, I did a ton of research for this, guys. For this one, so I hope it's helpful for you, but it's way too confusing too. So during pre-patch, I think it's going to be a really good time to buy your epic mount, and this is because, and it's based off the assumption that we're getting patch 2.4.3. The cost for getting your epic mount will go down to 600. And there are a number of videos detailing about different exploits, honestly, you can do to try to get this cheaper or for free. I'm just going to really quickly and plainly explain why you should wait and the different ways you can possibly take advantage of the cost change. So number 1, you could learn the skill now, which is about 100 gold, and then the mount itself is 900, right? Now this changes in the Burning Crusade, and the learning the skill will become very expensive and the mount will be cheap. Basically, they flip the costs. But in addition to flipping the costs, they're also reduced. So the cost then to learn epic mount skill is 600 in TBC, whereas right now the mount itself is like 900. So it's like 1,000 total for everything right now in classic vanilla WoW. And then in future state, it'll be about, I think, like 700 total for everything. So there's a few different things you can do. Number 1 is learn the skill first. And then when the prices are flipped, you can take advantage of that. So you buy it for about 100 and then buy your mount for about 100. You just got your epic mount for about 200 gold. Hypothetically. Hasn't been proven, hasn't been done yet. This is all on paper, okay? Now, number 2. You can just wait in general to do either of the two. Let's say you're not 60 or you don't have enough money, whatever. If you just wait, the cost is going to go down. So, might as well not learn the skill, not learn anything. The cost is going to go down to 600. And by the way, vendor discounts were introduced in patch 2.4.3. So you're also going to be able to actually pay less than 600. 600 is the baseline skill, but depending on your actual reputation, it's going to cost less. So let me walk you through some of those discounts really quick. If you're friendly, you're going to get a 5% discount, honored 10, revered 15, exalted 20. Now, this isn't a lot. 5% of 600 is 60, 30. It's 30. It's 30 gold off. Then you're going to have 60 gold off, and then you're going to have 90 gold off, or you're going to have 120 gold off. Not that much, but depending on your reputation, you could get some additional discounts. Now, the final sort of exploit I want to talk about is that if you just have an epic mount in your inventory, people are speculating, and I honestly think this is a stretch and probably won't happen, but if you simply have an epic mount in your inventory, you'll learn the skill automatically, which is the expensive part in TBC, the 600. So, if you want to do, getting a PvP mount, ZG mount, Baron Rivendare mount, whatever mount, and just have it in your inventory, people are speculating that you may just learn the skill automatically in TBC. I don't think it's going to happen. It could. And honestly, some of these methods I've described may not work. But we do know that there is this epic mount cost transition happening probably in TBC, pre-patch, maybe later. And it's probably worth taking advantage of it. So personally, what I'm going to do and what I would recommend to you, I'm going to go ahead and learn my skill and not buy the mount and wait and see what happens. I think I'll walk away with a nice discount. So there you go, guys. Those are the 3 things I recommend you doing and taking advantage during pre-patch. Don't miss the pre-patch period. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to regret not playing during the time. At least do a little bit of PvP, level a new character just a bit, and try to take advantage of that epic mount cost change. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.